Hi there folks, Borislav247 here with my 6th video in my Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series, and on this video I am going to be showing you how to take care of everything that is required on the level called Downhill Jam. And as you can see folks, the video that's rolling just shows you just basically all your objectives that are going to be required. The 6th score is one of particular note, 200,000, a bit of a step up. As well as that, there's a great number of other things, and as always folks, I'm going to start by taking care of the stat points, because from there you can apply them to the skater and it gives you a huge advantage for taking care of the rest of the objectives. So let's get going. Right folks, there are 3 stat points available on this particular level, and the first one is by far the hardest of the 3 to get a hold of, because you ideally need to be getting your special meter filled up to the top, and then from there make your way up with a very high jump onto the other side. And basically I'm looking to achieve this once I actually get the bar filled up. I'm then going to be using the boneless move in order to get the height that I require, and the boneless is basically done with 2 taps of the up on the D-pad followed by the X button, and that will get it done. So there we go. As you can see folks, I've taken care of the first one. The other 2 are really just a case of following down the level here, and you will see them. They're not difficult to find. It's really just that first stat point that is that can be a bit problematic, but once you get used to the boneless move, it really becomes far easier. And not far now, it's just quite literally over here on the left hand side. Okay, I missed that stat point by quite some way, but just take the time here to actually align myself properly, and there we go folks, job done. At this point all I'm looking to do is, as always, apply the stat points to the particular attributes, and I always prioritize air, hang time, ollie and speed. Okay folks, right from the off here, I'm looking to get a jump there and do a bit of grinding in order to get the first valve. There are 5 in total, as the title suggests. The second one, fairly easy to take care of. Now the third, I want to be taking the left hand side here. A quick jump onto the pipe there, grind along, and that will get the third. From here I'm looking to get down onto the bottom level, because the last 2 are on the lower levels. Now from here, the next one, just make sure be ready with the jump, hit it, and you will catch the 4th of the 5 valves. And the last one is just down at the bottom here on your right hand side. So I miss it the first time. I certainly don't miss it on the way back though. And there we go folks, job done. Okay, on to the next objective, which will be the skate letters. Right, the skate letters. The very first one is just over on the left here, so I'm just going to use this ramp just for a little bit of help. No special jumps required. You don't need the boneless, so you can quite literally reach that one quite easily. Next one, again, as long as you line yourself up right, you'll pick it off no bother. I'm heading up here for the third, and then once I have the A, I am looking to head right back down, because the last 2, again, are all on the lower levels. And none of these are too problematic. It's just basically knowing where they are. Here comes the next one here, and again, nothing special required. And the very last letter that I'm after, I'm just going to use this side first, and then just try and align myself up, which I make an absolute big zero of. So let's just stop, and actually there it is. And from here, there we go. Job done folks. That is the skate letters all taken care of. On to the next objective, 5 hard hats. Right then folks, the first of the 5 hard hats is on the left hand side here, so once that is picked up, the second is a little bit further down, but in all fairness folks, none of these hats are particularly difficult to get to. The third hat is probably the most difficult, and even then there's not that much to it. It just involves a jump followed by a grind. And that is this one coming up right here folks. So from there, it is quite literally the next hard hat will be on the left hand side just after this wall section. It's not easy to see from the camera view there that I had, but it's just the fact I know it's there. So, and the very last one, it's just a case of line up and job done. That is the next objective taken care of, folks. Okay, on to the next, the secret tape. Okay folks, the secret tape. Now a little bit of work is required to get to this one. It's not in the most accessible of places. So I'm basically just starting by getting myself over to this area here, and like previously when I was opening up one of the valves, just grinding along there. But from here I'm looking to hit the next pipe to go over to this section. Then I'm going to use the wall ride, and from here I'm basically looking to get up here, follow this area around. Again, another section where I can use a wall. I do make a bit of a mess of that, but it's not a problem. This should still be perfectly accessible. Yep, from there it's just a jump over, and that's it. A quick grind. Secret tape is now done. On to the next objective. Right, the Madonna over the huge water hazard gap. As you can see, folks, I've put on screen exactly the directions you need. It's basically up, right and circle at the same time. If you do it in that area there, that is it. A nice easy one. Very quick objective to take care of. Okay, on to the next one, folks. Right then, folks, the next objective is to airwalk the hydrophobic gap. Now, the biggest hassle with this one, folks, is just making your way down to the bottom of this level, because it is very near the end of it. So, not too much to have to actually worry about when doing this particular trick. It is basically down, right and circle all at the same time when you come to this area right here. So I've got it on screen marked. That is all you need to do. The only thing I would suggest is ideally you want to have your special bar reasonably full, which on that occasion I did. So, that done, on to the next objective. Right then, on to the score challenges, and on this run I'm going to take care of the high combo and the high score. In fact, the high combo I take care of right here. Managed to successfully pull off a 920 going over the huge gap there. And from here, it is quite literally, I'm just looking to pick up these last points that I need, because there's not that many. However, I do make a bit of a pig's ear of this part here, almost embarrassing, but however, it is what it is. Now at this point I've just decided I'm actually going to head back on up to the area that I've just passed, and I'm just going to do one or two more tricks up here, which should get the job done, because I only need just under 4,000 points. And there we go. That's it, folks. Job done. Okay, the pro score and 6 score coming up. Now, as always, folks, before I actually begin trying to get the pro score and the 6 score, I want to change some of my stat points about, because as any people who have been watching my series will know, there is a certain way that I tend to like to try and get my scores, and it is all to do with the rail balance, manual balance and lip balance, basically, because I do like to do the combinations that way. I just find it's an easier way of getting the job done. But on we go. So at the moment I'm going to start with just one or two small tricks, but I'm really just waiting until I get to one specific spot, because as always I usually try and zero in on a certain area where I think I can get the score done, and it's right here, folks. I'm looking to basically use the grinds on this section here, because you start going up the hill, then you start coming down, so you do get quite a bit of time. And although I don't manage it on this occasion, I am looking at some point to start to try and pull off some manuals once I actually land from this area here. So again, and at the moment I'm just having no joy at all. Although the score is still not that bad. I know as always people will be saying, yeah, okay, you are scoring less now because you're doing the same trick on the, especially in the same area, but I'm really just looking to get in place a good multiplier going, and that usually gets you over the line quite comfortably. So anyways, here we go again, hopefully third time lucky. The fact is, oh, and here we go. The fact that I've not done any manuals yet means all of a sudden now these ones are going to score quite well. And I'm just looking to keep this going as long as reasonably possible without totally messing up, because I know if I come off here, I'll get nothing. And there we go, folks. That is grand. That's another 73,000. So I am starting to get a bit pushed for time, but it's on my mind here. Basically, it's like, if I do this right again here, I should get the job done. So it's onto here, and that is it. I've got the manuals going again, so that is grand. It's keeping that multiplier going, and at this point I'm quite literally concentrating like hell on the meter, and at the same time looking to get ideally over 15, because I know roughly once I get there that should get the job done. And there we go, folks, that's it. 200,000 points required for 6 scores achieved, and obviously in the process I've taken care of the pro score as well. Right then, only 2 more items to show in this level. The first is the alien location. Now this particular one hits right beside where you start, so quite literally in that corner. It's just a case of going over to get it. So on to the last. Okay folks, on to the last, and it's the location of the V symbol. And I already know where this is because I passed it earlier on when getting the secret tape. It's basically the same route, so I'm looking to get up onto that pipe section, look for the next pipe section, get over that, then looking to get across this gap, again with a wally, and I make a bit of an arse of it, but as you can see folks, there is the V. Job done. And that is also the video done. Everything taken care of. Thank you for watching, folks.